This video is sponsored by Cohen Financial. More on them later. Welcome to this peaceful, quiet area within Beverly Hills. Welcome to the channel. This is where I review and critique every single listing that hits the market in Beverly Hills in less than 5 minutes. In today's episode, we're going to review 1150 North Beverly Drive. In the first 2 minutes, I'm going to critique the property on the 10 most important factors of quality. And then right after that, I'm going to share with you guys how I think this property could have been marketed better. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to share with you guys my favorite comp for valuation purposes. Who am I? My name is 𝐷𝐸𝐿. I'm a real estate agent by day based in Beverly Hills, and a critic and an analyst and a real estate enthusiast at nighttime. So let's get down to it. Location, north of Sunset, Beverly Hills. It's a 10, guys. Lot quality. To my eye, it's about 25,000 square foot flat, which is fantastic, but I just don't like the way the slope cuts into the lot. It makes the proportions go off. It's long and narrow. I'm going to reduce 2 points, so I'm going to give it an 8. Lot orientation, northwest facing, which is not great for light. And then it's very close to Coldwater Canyon, which is the main artery connecting Beverly Hills to the valley. It's busy. And then North Beverly itself is not the most quiet street either. I have to give it a 4. Lot utilization. I love the way this house sits on the lot. I mean, look at it. Look, you have the approach. Look at the frontage. Look at the backyard. Look at the generous side yards. That setbacks are amazing. I have to give it a 10. Privacy. No one looks into the property. You're so well spaced between your neighbors, you probably can't even hear them. If the front was hedged, it would be a 10, but for now, it's a 9. Views. It's not a view property, so it's a 0. Scale and architectural style. Architecturally speaking, it's traditional. Property Remark says that it could be a vintage 1930 Paul Williams, which would be very cool if you're into that stuff. But these columns kind of throw it off for me. But do your own due diligence, because Paul Williams is a name architect. I'm going to reduce 1 point because the facade doesn't look that masculine to me, and that's how I like it. The scale is good for a traditional, but in no shape or form it can compete with the brand new construction. I'm going to reduce 3 points so it gets a 6. Layout. Look, this design by nature is going to be long. I have to give it a 5. Finishes. It's a mix of old and new. Some parts are renovated, some parts are not. I give it a 5. Upside. This is a tricky one. So if it is the actual Paul Williams, then you got to be very careful, because when the finishes age, are you going to tear it down to build a brand new construction, or are you going to just update the finishes? That's tricky, and for that reason, I'm going to give it a 5. Now, before I tell you the final score, a word from our sponsor, Cohen Financial. Do you know why I use Mark Cohen for my own mortgages? No, it's not because he's the most successful. Yes, he's originated $10 billion worth of loan in the last 10 years, which is great. It's unheard of, but good for him. What I care for is the fact that he doesn't bullshit me. Over the first phone conversation when I call him, he tells me immediately the best available rate in the market for the product that I'm looking for. And when he doesn't have it, he makes an introduction to the bank that it does. I respect that. He always delivers on his promises. Here's his phone number. Give him a call. And also don't forget to thank him for supporting your favorite channel. Okay, the final score is a 62. But wait, I think you should pay more attention to the individual scores than the final score, because one factor might be more important to you than another person. But because this video is made for a general audience, I've put equal weight to each factor. Now, the grading system is A through Z. Don't confuse it with school grading. So F is not for failure. This property gets a D- on my scale. Think GIA reports for diamonds, okay? Now, how could have this property been marketed better? I think the photography, the arrangement of the photos have been fantastic. The listing agents have done a really, really good job. But the sellers could have decluttered this property a little bit more. And I'll give you 2 reasons. First, it distracts the buyers as far as what they're buying. And second, these traditional properties don't have much volume. And the more you crowd these spaces, it makes the space look smaller. So how much is this property really worth? Don't worry, I'll share with you my favorite comp. But first, you should know that as property prices go higher, they become more rare. There's less data, less transactions. Now, you first have to find the closest comp and then adjust your price with the help of an expert so you don't overpay for the property you're about to purchase. My favorite comp for this property is 916 Benedict Canyon. Now you're thinking, Arvin, they're architecturally very different. Correct. There is not enough data. You have to adjust. But a lot of factors are similar. The size of the house, the size of the lot, the location of the house in respect to the busy streets, and most importantly, how recent this comp is. This is especially important when the markets are shifting. So the Benedict property sold for $13.6 million at $2,000 a foot, and you have to take this property and adjust from there. Now, here's the information of the listing agents of the property I just reviewed. It's never a bad idea to contact them directly yourself. If you want to get in contact with me, here's my information. Email me at arvin@arvinhedad.com. Now, if you like this property, you should probably watch the video of this property because they're kind of similar. And also, the content of this video is purely my personal opinion. Real estate analysis is subjective in nature, and I don't guarantee the accuracy of information. In fact, you should go see the property yourself in person. You should review all the information available online. You should contact the city and form your own independent decisions. Thank you for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Have a good day.